There we go.
We fell for it.
Should have room. Okay. I'm willing to accept your offer. No. Willing to accept your offer. Living the American dream. We got our American scouts. Gould, Milano, Jones, Radulov. Okay, Rust. Kiev, Morand, Lundstrom. Still waiting on our big dogs. Klingberg, that's a big one. Zibanejad went to Tampa. Kessel came here. Lafreniere, nice. We're now a champion-rated team. So Zibanejad didn't create a center problem, so that's good. But down the middle now we have a pretty deep team. On the left, Lafreniere still with these guys. And right side, it's a little better now that we have Kessel and Radulov that's still rated second line forward.
Indeed.
Nice. I like how Comtois. No, we're not gonna trade you. Centers, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to I'm trying to resist the urge to trade off every prospect under the sun, sacrificing our futures again, unless it absolutely makes sense for a cup run. I love how with all those signings we're still under league min, or we're still right at league min. We have $20 million. Ryan Smith could shore up that side, and Dominic Cahoon, he's pretty good. What? What do you mean?
He's pretty.
Well, what do you suggest? What about Kasha? He's a 1-year contract, low risk, high reward. Low risk, high reward, and he's on the right side. Probably won't even need to give him a super big raise. A lot of these left wings are low risk, high reward. If we were to sign them, how good was Palat? Okay, maybe not a second line rated. Cahoon technically is too, though.
Oops.
Left wing should be fine, though. Looking at the roster. No, not Pierre Engvall.
When the fuck did this happen? I go on my Discord, see 14 new messages.
We'll bring in Tyler Bertuzzi.
6:56 p.m. today. I'm so dummy thick. You sent it.
Oh, that was me. I was like, wait, was that Martin or me?
Oh, Mom. I'm so dummy thick.
Our LCS is back tomorrow.
Thick. Sick. What are they going to do? They're lame.
Alright, we brought in Bertuzzi. And Andre Kasha. Bushnevich. Alright, let's end the next season. No, I'm not going to trade for a defenseman unless it's absolutely necessary. We have a pretty deep defensive core now that we have Klingberg on the team. Why are you trying to trade him right now? You just signed him. You just signed him. You're retaining a lot of salary. That's already a ridiculous contract as is.
They're doing the sign and trade strat.
They're doing the sign and trade strat. I don't know if we should give up a lot. Well,
sure, a second. And then give him a fringe prospect.
Give him one of our surplus of defensemen that we have. We'll give him this guy. We'll give him Zibanejad, who may never ever make this team. But instead of that, we want a second round pick coming back.
Not 10.
They're not going to do anything at this point.
It's brutal.
We didn't have to give up a pick. We just gave up our prospect to get him.
It's a big cap hit.
How much money we got now?
For 5 years.
Yeah, I think I might trade that contract. I do not want that on my roster. Especially with
a player like that. 5 years.
How good was he? Okay, he was actually pretty good. We'll give him this year, and if he sucks chunks, then we'll trade him. We have the cash to do it.
Oh, mama.
What?
I'm so dummy. Thick.
We're not trading for Strome.
The clap of my poo cheeks.
Let me guess.
Has alerted the bees. What is going on?
We haven't even started a season yet, and we plan to do like 3 of these. So what the fuck?
The bees. Oh, the 49ers. We got cash here. Oh.
In Cedar?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
For Marty.
He lives near there, so he
I'm
could.
gonna take a picture. Send it to him.
Alright, let's look at this team.
Hey.
Actually, no. I don't like to look at the team until they finalize the rosters. Because there's definitely players that aren't on the team just yet. Like, that they don't until they adjust after the preseason. Then we'll make some of our legit predictions.
For 2 first. Though.
That is a tall ask.
Especially if we bottom out.
However, I'm entertaining only because defense... I'm not going to say it's going to be our Achilles heel, but it wouldn't hurt to bring in a good player like that. Although our defense is actually looking pretty strong.
I think we're fine. For now.
There's really no weaknesses on this roster. Actually, the defense is pretty deep.
Except...
There's really no... Well, the right side could be thin, but it is what it is.
the defense is pretty dummy. Thick.
The defense is thick. The left side's insane. We might actually have like an influx of prospects. Might have to shore one off at some point. Like, not everyone's going to make the roster. And then the middle is insane. It's going to be to the point where it's possible that Wright doesn't make the roster out of camp.
That's
that.
no good. You gotta trade
It's
him.
that deep.
You gotta trade whoever's ahead of him. We want him to get the time.
It would work. It would make sense. Maybe make the trade before the season starts. We're in a pretty good problem, though. We have a good problem. We actually have youth. We're actually a good youthful team that we built around prospects, not pay to win like our New York Islanders one.
It didn't work.
The pay to win doesn't always work.
It was
We
close.
figured we came close, but we figured out that pay to win doesn't always work.
What we have to say about that New York Islanders GM?
It was a joke. What?
Someone liked this video.
That was me.
Oh.
Oh, so
I don't have that kind of magic in me anymore, kid. How about a hug instead? That's the best kind of magic.
what if we put Shane Wright in its place? Okay.
You gotta trade whoever it was. We're wasting.
All right, best lines. Here's what we're gonna do. That fourth line chemistry is not ideal. We're gonna trade Heinen. He's still on the roster.
I swear we're gonna trade him. What happened?
We kind of just ended up not doing that.
Trade him. We want Shane Wright to be great.
And then we have Miranda and Wright. So maybe Troy Terry as well. But I like our youth. I like how good our youth is.
Shane Wright is the youth.
He is one of our future faces of this franchise. I could see him making...
We need him to develop so then Will Haru can develop when he's right.
So maybe Troy Terry, and then... Left side's looking pretty good, still.
Yeah, there's nothing really pushing anyone out of the way. Maybe Samsonov.
Is he ready to make the jump? He's technically considered a third-line checker, so we want him to make the roster. So maybe...
Bushnell.
Yeah, I didn't think it was always going to be in the cards for him to make it anyway. And then the right side, we could use a right wing, so maybe...
William.
Radulov already lost his spike, so...
We give Williams a chance.
Is he ready to make it? He's fourth line, so... we don't want to... no, I'm not going to give Williams the chance just yet, but I will going to give... And I think defense will be our... Holy shit, we have like such a good problem though, that's the thing. We have so many good things on this roster. We have such a good problem to have. Most teams wish we're in our situation right now, where we have just too many good players. We have to trade some to get better things.
Get a top right winger, maybe.
Ideally.
Well, a good right winger.
Ideally. I don't know if I want to go cup run on signing that player,
No, that never works.
but like maybe a Lindholm might work.
Yeah, that's a pretty good contract.
It's fair. Oh, that's defense.
Josh Levo.
Who? Holy shit, the Blackhawks' right side's deep. Why'd you sign?
Okay.
Avalanche have no one. They really don't like the Avalanche in this game. Anderson. How good was he last year? Not bad. I'm so far liking, what's his face? No. Not bringing in Daddy's home. But I like,
Oh, that's another clip I need to get.
Yamamoto?
Daddy's home.
That doesn't even... It actually does exist, doesn't
It's
it?
from How I Met Your Mother.
Oh,
Pretty
no,
skinny.
that's what I mean. Oh, I didn't realize that's what you meant.
Daddy's home.
No, it's Daddy's home.
That too.
That is what it is.
But we're referencing Dad and off. So it fits.
Jakub Voracek.
Just not in a sexual way.
Jakub Voracek?
I mean, how many years left?
2.
Go for it. And thick beard.
Oops. Timo Myers signed to a pretty fair extension, actually. 6.265 for 6.
Oh, God.
It's not bad.
I don't know if it's worth that, though.
Maybe not.
Struck down by a contract like that.
William Nylander. He's got 2 years left on his deal. Or Kasperi Kapanen, he's pretty good.
That'd be, yeah. Top players get long contracts. Like the top of the line. Jake for
Jonathan Marchessault they're trying to trade.
What a beaut.
Might consider him. He's on a pretty inexpensive contract.
What do you have a 0? I'll reset.
Other than that, nothing super fantastic. We could try for like Ehlers, but like the value I don't think adds up. It wouldn't be close. So most likely it'd be like, and it needs to be a team that can afford it. So like Calgary. So Elias Lindholm.
Josh Levo?
Maybe we'll have to add a prospect to go with it.
You gotta add Josh Levo.
We're not adding Josh Levo.
Okay. I tried.
Not happening.
You know what I have to say about that?
Don't.
That thick ass baseline. This ain't it, Chief. That's what I told you.
With them big ass lips.
I gotta show everyone what I got today.
Oh no.
From Tim Hortons.
Milan
Be
Lucic.
empowered.
Milan Lucic's contract. No, I'm not taking that on.
No. What is this cluster? Maybe one of a goalie? I don't know. So
They're a Pacific Division rival. It wouldn't be wise.
John Avonsky or whatever. That's good enough. We tried.
Maybe we just won't add Ball. We'll just add like someone else. I don't think we should be loading up a Pacific Division rival. That would not be smart. Oh, right side, Jakub Voracek. Although if we didn't get this guy, I doubt we're going to get Voracek. Unless we had like a first. Which we could do. Literally everything else is pretty well set.
I'd rather add a prospect. Maybe not?
They like Radulov though. Maybe we'll take a first. Might have to be.
Nope.
Oh, for a single trade block need. So maybe they don't need Troy Terry.
Not worth it. You can give up anything else. Because we're not exactly in a poor condition.
We're in a pretty good condition right now, that's the thing.
Oh,
Josh Hosang,
oh no.
that contract's horrific too. No.
He's a meme.
They're trying to trade Gallagher's contract, but I may be coming to Albatross. We're trying not to get Albatrosses on this team.
What it is.
It's a bit of a overpayment.
Oh well.
We got our man. There. Now that roster is looking pretty good. And now after that we'll adjust our lines accordingly. That still looks pretty good, but like I still want right on the team. Oh wow, actually that works. What if we put like him in there? Let's switch those two around. No. Really? Wright has to play on the fourth line? I don't want that. But like that chemistry would be insane.
Don't worry too much about the chemistry. As long as it's not in the negatives.
Oh yeah, I know that. But I'm just saying.
It means it's growth.
It works. This team works. I like it. Chemistry on defense ain't my favorite, but try not to worry too much about that. We're gonna have a good problem in net. It's coming soon as well. Minor league roster is looking pretty good too. When the cap becomes a little too, although he's been a bit of a. Although I like the way this roster looks. It looks like a team that can go far. Okay. Nah. With the balance. Okay. Yeah, I could work with that. So, predictions. This is our first of the... We're going to bring up the spreadsheet. This is finally where projections actually kind of matter for us. I didn't actually think we'd have to worry about it. Oops. Fuck. Okay.
What are you trying to do?
Hold on. Trying to like make this cell wider.
Okay. Here. Yeah, you got it. Is that what you were trying to do?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you trying to enter?
Like so. There we go. Try to like make text go below it.
You gotta keep typing.
Me, I think we're gonna go second in division. I'm gonna say we're gonna repeat last year's success and go third round. Alright, year 4.
Here we go.
New look Anaheim Ducks. We actually don't look like pushovers. Let's do this. First month sim. We can close the spreadsheet so I can actually like... There we go. Be tough to say how this team does off the bat, but nice win to start. Couple nice wins there. Lost to the Stars. Coyotes are off to like a pretty good start actually. Though they kind of just got a roster jolt in the arm, so... Nah, we aren't going to make any big trades like that yet. Any altering trades, we're not going to make till later on. Pretty tight race in the division so far in the beginning rounds. But overall pretty solid start, 8-3. Phil Kessel leading the way. What a beaut. Second month, here we go. Hopefully. Oh, one thing I didn't check was the penalty kill and shit like that. In our power play and how good it looked. I'll make changes if we look at the standings and it's just horrific. I love how we're winning, but we're like not even close to safe in the playoff picture. No, well, stop. Wait. That's a lot to invest.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I didn't realize how bad this looked. Screw that, no.
That's a lot.
2 firsts? I don't think so. If we're gonna make trades like that, may as well make a trade that we can't refuse.
I'm gonna start gambling with first until the final few years.
Yeah, if we're in a position where we're not ready, or if we're not going to win the Stanley Cup with the team we have, and we need to actually make gambles like that, then we'll do it. But I plan to build a homegrown roster that wins the Cup, and it's looking good so far. We're 23-1 right now.
Jesus.
I'm liking how we're looking. With not really an offensive powerhouse there.
So,
Is it a collective effort? It is, and Lafreniere doesn't suck. Yay! We finally figure out how to get Lafreniere to work. It's the man himself, John Gibson, and Georgiev 4-0 as well. We're gonna have to give Georgiev like a monster extension. 10 million. Easy.
okay.
We have 2 games in hand on the second division team too. So we could expand that lead to 8 points. So in terms of the league, we're the first in the league in goals for. We're actually not first in goals against. We're 6th, though. It's still really good. Power play is middle of the road. And penalty kill is 4th. So don't need to really touch anything. Don't need to tweak with the lines a whole lot if we're doing well. Maybe make a trade closer to the deadline if we want to make a push. A deep push. But we're looking pretty good as a team as is, so I'm not complaining. Month number 3. San Jose Sharks, tough divisional opponent. We dropped both games in the back-to-back, but as expected with a insane run that we just had. Okay. Now they actually put Lindholm to the table. How's he doing?
Okay.
I mean, this was something we talked of doing.
What's the right wing looking like?
See how our right wings are producing. We might need to make a jiggle. Kessel obviously is doing good. 31 points in 29 games, so we don't need to affect that. Rust, he's actually not doing terrible either, 23 points. Fisher's got 10, so he's been off. And Kasha is actually, I think, doing better. Yeah, he's doing 1 point better.
Right. Fisher.
I wouldn't say trade Fisher, but we probably should trade Fisher. Give it the first and then Fisher. Although Fisher actually made that chemistry pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe don't touch that. And we'll add... Oh, what the fuck was that prospect that was there? Who was it? Oh, it was Petter. Really? That's it?
Yeah.
Sure. That's a steal of a deal in our eyes. Not off to the best start after that trade was made. We lost. How does that affect our chemistry, though? Well, first of all, no. Maybe this was the problem. Shouldn't worry too much about chemistry. I need to stop thinking about that.
Really fidgeting.
If I fidget too much, it's going to ruin the progress that we just made. The roster's probably better off for making that trade. That's who got taken off the roster now. It was Shane Wright. Fuck. It wasn't. It was because I was like, something's not right. Like, I know I had a player here that made it work, and it was Shane Wright. Substitute him in his place. That's better.
What line is he supposed to be on?
4th.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I swear it was third.
Might be. Put him there. That works.
Remember it was Williams who was a fourth liner.
Was it Williams? Did he actually make the team?
No.
I didn't think so.
That was what his potential was.
Mm.
To make him grow. Quote unquote.
Wow, the penalty kill doesn't look like ass. Well, that's gonna because that's... And then Gibson's still having a pretty good performance. Enough fidgeting, moving along. There's still a big trade yet to be made. Well, that was a relatively big trade, but nothing earth-shattering, ground-shaking. Muzzin, muzzin, muzzin.
With the big muck.
How good are you?
Yeah, no.
Hell no. No.
It's a bomb.
Lost to the habitant. Nate Schmidt, no. Keep our options in-house. It'd have to be like a number 3 defenseman who's like 86 or something. Who'd be like potential for the top pair. There we go. We got 2. And at this point, why is Shattenkirk on this team? Okay, we're still first in the division by 4 points, so nothing really changed. Don't really have a superb point leader, but we are first in the league in points. We're President's Trophy. We're on the run for the President's Trophy right now. Thank you, Cleve. Frenier kind of slowed down, but he's still doing about as good as last year. Raquel is taking his game to a new level. I like that. Klingberg's coming in nicely, but it's that defense, I think, that's making us soar to new heights.
Gibson help.
Having an actual star goalie helps, yeah.
With his clap of his poo cheek.
Got a point out of the Canucks game. Nashville got another. Thank you. Alright, 30 wins in January. I'd say we're looking pretty good to make the playoffs. I don't know about you. No. We're not making that trade. That's terrible. Anderson. No. I'm keeping the lines as they are. There's no sense fidgeting. The only addition I may make is on the back end to make it as soon as I talk about defense. Literally as soon as I talk about it. There's a trade offer. Jakob Slavin. He's a 2-way defender. Any statistics I should think about? He's a -3.
Is he supposed to be offensive?
He's a 2-way.
Oh, no.
On an alright Hurricanes team, but they want to get rid of Jordan Stahl, so no, I'm going to pass on that. Alright, it took us till the end of January to hit 10 regulation losses. We're on pretty well track to... Why are they... Okay, this could make sense, but like we don't need more centers. Why are you trying to trade Nazem Kadri? He hasn't played. Why hasn't he played? Who's your centers? Jeez. He should be playing on your roster. Is it like these guys that are playing in his place? Oh, it's Tyson Yost and Kaut. You're sitting Kadri for whatever reason. Alright. So, looking good towards making the playoffs. We're 35 and 10-5. No true offensive stud, but this seems to be a low-scoring year for teams. 2.96 for us could actually be among the league best. Yeah, the only team better than us is the Blackhawks. And we're not even the best defensive team. We're only out by 0.02 actually. Power play, still clicking. We're at 6th place in power play. And penalty kill is 5th. Can't complain. A trade I think will be made at the deadline, but right now we're gonna ride our hot hands and see what needs to be changed at the deadline. I'm pretty happy with what this team is looking like though, so no complaints really. No, we don't want just draft picks. We're past that point.
However, there's dead weight.
There's dead weight get prospects, but we're not like trying to rebuild. That's not what we're here for. We're here to win a Stanley Cup. Now that's what we're trying to do. No, we don't want centers. We need to edit the trade block. So we stop getting pestered with centers.
We need to make it so we don't get trade offers at all.
That's just part of the game engine. You may as well you'd have to turn trades off for that to happen, and we aren't going to do that.
Just have nothing on the trade block.
They'll still make an offer for you.
Annoying.
We're on a little bit of a slump lately. We need to fix that.
There you go, EA. There's another idea. Stop making the trade happen every 3 games. Or
Can we
game.
stop losing? That'd be great. That losing slump is not good.
Never do.
Yes, but we don't need to completely punt the season either with that losing streak. It's definitely giving me a
Never thought I'd see that.
Oh,
okay.
not bad, but I don't think that'd be worth it. No. Alright, we got a win. Finally ended the losing streak. And then we lose again. But a losing streak was bound to happen, but like, come on, boys. What was that? Pretty much punted our President's Trophy chances, but the President's Trophy thing never seems to work for us anyway, so that doesn't matter. Every time we win the President's Trophy, or at least come close, make the playoffs, then we get destroyed.
So, real quick, we're going to do a Powerade orange flavor review. So I'm going to say this is pretty okay and give it a